Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Crobaton.
This
Here with my
episode
lovely
being an hour
cast.
late. Cast! We're cast?
I am Tom, your chaotic evil DM, and along with me we have Mare.
AKA BlazeFort.
Wait, I never start. Hold on, I wasn't prepared. I'm never the first one.
Yeah. Redo.
All right, and
There's
with me
someone-
I have some lovely people: Josh,
Hello.
We're just people.
Alex. Hi, everybody. And then
I'm here now.
and then we have the very wonderful Justin.
Oh, that's the first time I've ever heard that.
Appreciate you, bro. And then we have Mary.
I guess I'm whatever. Hi.
We love you, Mary. Riley, how's that ice pop going?
Good.
Oh, nice. Are you ready? Are you ready, Mare?
Well, I already said hi. I'm not prepared to say it again.
Okay, I'll wait.
I'm ready.
Okay, and this is Mare.
Hi.
And that's everyone.
Tom, was it just you who could be heard, or was it all of us?
It was just me.
No,
My audio track is on a separate thing from my audio, from that I get from you guys.
so
hi,
you were
everyone.
just looking at things, and Tom and Alex was yelling. You convinced me.
So hi everyone. I'm Tom,
Hi.
aka BlazeFort, your chaotic evil DM. I have my wonderful players that were just introduced for me. Thank you, Alex.
You're very welcome.
If you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to follow, maybe subscribe. If you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. We go live Wednesdays 9 p.m. on Twitch about every other week, give or take. So definitely follow so that you know when we go live. Twitter is also a good place for that because I tweet every time that I go live, and that includes when we go live. Does anyone have anything else before I do previously on Crobaton? Because we are starting rather late tonight.
No.
Let's get it in.
Cool. So, previously on Crobaton. The party went around Edelweiss's home village known as the Fullhorn. They reunited at the flower fields where Edelweiss was still getting over an embarrassing moment for him. They updated each other on what they had found and headed to the house of the chief, where outside they met two root takers, Tansy and Levan. The party questioned them, looking for information. Not much was gained that they hadn't already heard before. They did learn that the two root takers were waiting for a meeting with the chief. The party moved toward the home of Asphodel, the spire of the village who serves as the religious leader. Asphodel also worships Sylvanas, the Banshee Queen, who Zaneria's people are associated with. We left off with Zaneria and Edelweiss staying with Asphodel to speak with him. Throden went to sit in on the Root Taker meeting, and the rest of the party went back to the Life Vine, the tavern within the Fullhorn. We did handle some of that off stream, so we are going to pick up with them returning to the Lifeline and anything that they would like to share with the party that night. Otherwise, we can pick up in the morning where everyone will have benefited from a long rest. So I will leave that up to everyone, particularly Zaneria, Edelweiss, and Throden. I would say Throden would return probably first. Followed soon after by Zaneria.
I was gonna wait because my thing is super dumb, but I can go first. If that's alright.
Okay.
Yeah, so Throne will return to the lifeline, right?
Life Vine.
Lifeline.
Lemon Streb, or something like that.
Gesundheit.
Sorry, Tom.
I'm saying Life Vine.
Okay, I guess when Throne returns, which I don't know what time would that meeting have been taking place about?
It would have been taking place like as it was starting to get dark.
Okay, so when he gets back, I guess, what was it, like, half an hour later?
Yeah,
Like
I'd say
hour
so.
after sunset at the most?
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, has anybody gone to bed at that point? Of the people who are staying at the Lifeline?
What time of night?
Like,
It's like
half an hour after sunset?
yes.
Oh. Missy would probably still be awake.
Okay. Is anybody, like, out, or are they in their rooms?
I went to my room.
It depends on the kobolds if they want to wander around the diner or tavern. The diner. Missy's just wandering around with them.
So
Or
I'd
if they
say-
went to
Yeah,
your room,
they're wandering.
Missy would have followed.
I'd say Missy's probably out then.
I'm just going wherever the kobolds go.
Okay. As so when Throden enters, the kobolds are just wandering about. Is Melika anywhere around?
I might not be in my room, but I might be sitting in like maybe like a common area. Just kind of like hanging.
Watching the kobolds wander.
Okay.
Depending on what time it is, I'm either waiting for. Did we eat already?
I guess we
yeah,
would have. We could have eaten when we got here.
Yeah, I'd leave that up to you. It wouldn't be out of the normal to have eaten at this point.
I ate before the stream.
Thank you, Alex.
I ate on stream. So anyway, I guess I'm not waiting for dinner. I'm just gonna hang out and relax and probably
Which is
watch
probably
Missy
just
wander
immediate.
around with the kobolds.
Origin definitely didn't eat and just went straight to his room.
Gorgon's being very concerning. You were too excited about him going to his room before, and I don't know if I want to know what he's doing.
I'm going to my room.
Everybody just needs their private time, Mary.
I'll be in my cabin.
Origin definitely isn't doing anything weird.
I will,
So Maleka, Missy, and the kobolds are in the common area.
Okay. So when Throden comes in, he's going to spot the tieflings and be like, "Oh, just who I needed to talk to."
Why? What's up?
Well, you know, I went to the Root Taker meeting, of course, and you know, there were things talked about, and I understood them. But also, I had an important question, which they didn't exactly answer very well, but they gave me ideas.
Okay.
Oh, you know, you remember, like about a week ago, when I fell on my face?
Which time?
Were there multiple times?
Do you mean in front of when we were on patrol?
Yes, when I was the bait.
Right, yeah, and you were playing drunk. Yeah.
Right. Well, you said it was a bad fall. So I asked the Root Takers if there was anywhere they knew of that would be good to practice falling, and they didn't
What?
really answer that. But they suggested that I should just, have reliable people along who could, help me practice my falling techniques.
Why do you need to practice falling?
Well, you said I had a bad fall, so I wanna work on that.
Okay. Okay. And you need us to supervise?
Yeah, I mean, you're the one who saw the problem in my form, so obviously I need, you to observe and see where I can improve.
can't quite remember the context, but it's possible that I meant it looked bad, as in it looked like it would have hurt, or
Oh, it did hurt.
oh.
I was bleeding.
Yeah, that's what was bad about it. Not so much your form, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
So, huh.
I mean, I guess as a suggestion, next time you plan to fall, put your arms out in front of you.
Oh.
And,
My
Oh, that's
arm.
a bad idea.
like, if you're preparing to fall, you should... Do you do push-ups?
Sure.
When you're falling forward, I guess even backwards, put your arms out like you're about to do a push-up. And catch yourself.
I mean, I guess that is an okay strategy. It's not great. You would want to prepare if you're, like, planning to fall, so, like, you're clearly, like, this is not just someone pushed you over. But it would be better if you tried to, like, instead of landing on your arms, because you could really hurt your wrist, try, like, flipping, or, like, just maneuvering somehow so you land, like, on your thigh or your knee, like, your hip, like, someplace more comfortable, where you won't accidentally break your knees or your wrists.
A shot of, like, an imagined scene of Throden falling and then doing acrobatics to get out of it.
That's an interesting mental image. Alright, well that's helpful advice.
Yeah.
Or instead of your hands, like, forearm, like, any sort of, like, large...
I only have 2
surface.
arms.
Okay, My bad. Never mind.
So why do you want to perfect your... Other than me saying it was bad, I mean... You want to perfect your falling... Do you plan on falling a lot?
Oh, not especially, but I always thought I was pretty good at it. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your confidence in your falls. That was not my intention at the time.
well, that's just... There's always something I thought I was good at, My sister used to say, you're gonna make a great fall guy one day, Throden, and then she'd laugh, and then I'd laugh, and then she'd look at me funny.
You got a sister?
I have 3 sisters.
Oh.
I said hold up 3 fingers. To emphasize the point.
Thank you. Oh, I didn't know that. I also am not sure what it means to be a great fall guy.
I mean, it obviously means I'm great at falling.
Right. Well, obviously we should train so you could get that title back.
I mean, I still have the title. You said that I misunderstood. And now I know about, the wrist and the hip stuff.
Right.
I don't know what that talk about 4 arms was, but, the other stuff, solid advice.
It's surface area. You want to... Never mind.
That was great what you just did there, Riley.
Yeah, just right there. Well, yeah, but you know what would be cool, Maleka? Training Throden how to do flips when he falls.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I feel like we should get Zenny involved in that one. Yeah. I think she's the backflip expert.
Well, we don't want him to backflip and handspring. You want a level of, he's got to level up to Zeneria. He's not quite there.
True.
Yeah.
You gotta level up to backflips.
I'll get you there.
Is that really all you got out of the Root Takers meeting?
Oh, well, they also talked about some other cities they visited.
I'm kind of surprised they let you in.
Oh, well, it was open to everybody.
Oh.
I don't think they wanted us to talk during the meeting though. I got shushed a little bit.
Oh. Well, this sounds very fruitful.
Yeah. Let's see. What did they talk about? Well, there was Glarthor. That's on this island. They were doing magic stuff, like in Eritwar, but it wasn't entirely popular.
Oh. Okay. I'm looking at the map to remember what is that? Did you say Glarthor?
Glarthor, yeah, that's right.
Okay. Yeah.
The only other thing that really seemed all that interesting was let's see, Dalmerhim. Am I saying that right, Dom?
Domrim.
Dalmerhim. Okay. Yeah, Dalmerhim. They had an undead attack like in Boatwright. Around the same time. Which I thought
Really?
was interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Couldn't find. There's so much crap on this map.
Yeah.
There it
That's
is.
why it's not on stream.
How much can I delete right now?
No, we can't.
Oh, right.
Into the next
Why
part.
not? Why
No,
not?
because it's part of the Patreon.
Right.
Take a screenshot.
You can't reference the Patreon when it doesn't exist.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, why is
You.
there a flying Jesus above Boatwright? When
It's
did that
Ema.
It's been there
Ema.
for a while.
Ema. Fire.
Hey,
Seen it,
Ema,
yeah.
I always think it's fucking Edelweiss.
Thank you. Anyway, well, I guess Domrim is pretty close to Boatwright. I guess that makes sense.
As I keep thinking we're talking about Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh.
He's also pretty close to boat, right? When you think about it.
I wish he wasn't. No, Kitty, no. Don't do it.
Children, buckle up, we gotta go.
Oh, Cat's gone. I can put your name back.
Cat's God, yeah.
Didn't like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, she loved Dahmer.
For anyone who missed it and would like to go back in the VOD, Mary's cat was sitting behind her name, so I removed her name momentarily.
So you can see the kitty cat. Stripes and all. You can see your beans a little bit. That's exciting.
But continue. Throden.
Yeah, sorry.
But
Where's the professor?
he went like right up to his room when we got here. He didn't
okay.
even have dinner. So maybe he's got some studying, or he's got to talk to his little man.
Maybe his stomach hurts.
You're not making it sound better.
What's the problem, Mary?
His little man is the problem.
Yeah. What? No. What's the problem?
What's wrong
What is
with
it?
him?
You should talk to Gordon about that.
I don't know if you should talk to it.
Yeah, he's talking to his little man. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. He's just went up to his room, and to be honest, I'm too nervous to knock on his door.
Oh, well, I'll go knock on his door then. But first I have to get him dinner.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Yeah, okay.
Let us know how it goes.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Roden will inquire about getting some sort of dinner to bring up to him.
Tell the little man we said hi.
Whoa.
I will.
Crap, what's his
Little man,
name?
Not Gorgon. Just the little man.
Erevan?
Erevan.
Didn't
There we
you
go.
write it down somewhere?
I did write it down somewhere.
Oh no.
I would hope so.
Maybe you should have a post-it note, like
It's in a little text document in my documents.
Just
just post-it note on your monitor.
yeah, you have enough.
I'll write it in Sharpie like on my monitor.
Yeah, perfect.
That's like getting a tattoo of an ex-girlfriend.
Write down now.
After
Erevan is
they're your ex-girlfriend or before?
yes.
Yes.
Whatever point in time you feel like you have to remember their name. That's up to the person.
So, Throden, you can just get food for Gorgon.
You will bring that up to Gorgon's room and knock on the door repeatedly and loudly. Oh, Professor!
So you open the door and you see Gorgon adorned in this weird helmet that almost looks like it has a metal brain on top of it and an owl mask on it with like this lens that folds over like the right eye hole. And he's like, "Yeah, what do you need?"
Oh, well, I just, a couple things. Oh, that's a cool mask. I brought you dinner.
Oh, thanks. And he goes and takes the dinner. How much do I owe you?
Oh, nothing. Throne's gonna look around. Does he see Erevan anywhere?
Erevan's sitting on his on like the desk that's in the room.
Desk.
Yeah, he's like sitting on the desk, kind of like just like kicking his feet, waiting for Gorgon to come back. And you see like a whole bunch of other, basically all the items that he bought earlier, scattered across the desk.
Oh,
What a
hello,
cute little
Erevan.
He waves.
Miss Fortune and Melika say hi.
And he then politely says, "And please return my greeting to them."
Oh, alright, one moment. I need to rush back down.
Oh, good.
Erevan says hi back. And I just
Oh,
go right
thank
back.
you. It's like when you're on the phone and someone asks who you're talking to, and they're like, "Oh, say hi for me," and you gotta be the messenger between the two. When they're like, "Oh, say hi."
I'm always that person.
Yeah.
Anyway, Professor, I just wanted to let you know that there was like this, you know the city of Domrim?
Yeah, it's up in the north or something, right?
Right. Your boat right. Apparently, during that, whole business with the Lester Company and the undead and boat right, they were having undead problems too. So I thought you could let, you might know about that. Maybe that'd be important.
Where'd you hear about this?
Oh, well, see, I went to the Root Taker meeting because I needed to learn how to fall down properly, right?
What?
What?
Fall down properly?
Yeah, I misunderstood Misfortune. It's a whole thing, you know.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'm
Right.
sorry. The reason he went to the Root Takers was for that? Like,
Yeah,
No, you heard him correctly.
okay.
that was the only reason he did it.
Okay.
Did you think no one else would have these answers?
Well, if anyone would, the Root Takers would.
Exactly.
They're gonna. He would have left that meeting, and everyone in the meeting is gonna be like, "Oh, Edelweiss found this dragonborn with like brain damage or something.
Oh, you have no idea.
What's wrong with this guy? How many times has he fallen down?"
You have no idea how right you are.
Back to the topic. Like,
Which
are
topic?
currently
There were
under
a few.
the undead in
Right.
in Dormrim, Dormammu.
The dorm room.
My dorm room. Dang.
The undead in my dorm room.
My Christmas lights.
Yeah, like, is it still under attack? Like currently?
Didn't seem like the problem anymore. No.
Oh. Well, then why would I tell Eamon about it if it's not a problem?
Well, it was just going on around the same time, you know. There were undead and Boatwright, and they're close together. The root takers thought there might be a connection. They didn't know about, you know, the void walkers though, so I didn't tell them that stuff.
Okay, I'll let Emmet know, I guess.
Great.
All right, and then he just
say hi to Emmet for me.
Sure, and then he slowly closes the door.
Like 5 seconds later, here. Do you say hi yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna stand there.
He goes back to writing, and you hear him say to Erevan, "Now, how do you think the magic gets funneled into the lens here?"
That doesn't sound like Emot.
It's more than 5 words.
Yeah.
I like the fact that essentially Throden didn't even wait a whole action.
After like a minute of nothing happening, Throne's probably gonna go back down to be with the tieflings and the kobolds.
Gotcha.
Okay, so around that time I can say Zeneria would come back.
You guys are all just sitting around.
Yeah, we're now talking about falling.
Zeddy
Circle back.
shows up, stands there silently for a minute, and then just, have you tried, like landing on your hands and then, like, kicking your feet behind you and kind of doing a backflip instead of falling?
Jesus Christ.
Kind of. Do a back-
That does not exist.
Who
in
is
this
that?
world. Christ. Wait, I knew you would say that. No, we're building up to that. Right now we're talking about, so you have to we're building up to, first he's got to learn how to land properly, because the last time he fell, like, in front of us, he landed face first into the ground. And
That sounds like a bad fall.
he said he bled.
That's not good at all.
Yeah, right?
I mean, unless
yeah.
you kind of, like, wanted it. For most people,
it's
it's
all
not
part of
very
not being
good.
bait. Yeah,
Oh, then I guess
technically
it's
planned.
fine.
Yeah, I mean, it was bad as in it looked like it hurt, is what I meant to say.
Did you not want it to hurt?
Oh, are you asking me?
Yes.
Oh well, it'd be great if it didn't hurt, but I had to make it look
okay.
real. And the best way to do that is to make it real.
So we're building up to, first he's gotta land on his arms or his shoulder or something,
Okay.
which Maleka has some good pointers about, like, landing on different surfaces of your body, and then we can level up to Zeneria's acrobatic gymnasium.
I could.
She was a little confused though, because she thought I had like 4 arms.
No, Throden,
Little-
this part of your arm, this one right here that Zeneria is pointing at, and not me because I'm not on camera. That one right there is that's called a forearm.
That's only 1 arm.
Yeah, but it's
No,
spelled F-O-R-E arm, like forward. The forearm, your front arm. It's not for the number.
I mean, it's weird.
Yeah.
I agree. If you'd like, once you've figured out, not landing on your face, I can teach you how to do a handstand, and then you can begin to chain the things together.
Another mental image pops up, anime style, of a cartoon Throden doing handstands.
It's actually very easy.
Okay, but
Could you
he's doing
imagine-
like handstands and like backflipping across the screen, but then like doing he's got 2 chains, but as if like he's ribbon dancing with them.
It's just like a jump.
TV version.
Yeah. You know, let's make Throden a shadow dancer. That's what you should be doing.
I can kind of try. I don't think I have that authority.
That's a good point. He could honorary shadow dancer. He knows the dances.
Oh,
Pretty shadowy.
it's okay. That's a kind of a literal meaning for dances. We could just say that Throden can do a handstand.
Zaneria, you dance on the battlefield. It's a pretty literal translation.
It's more fighting than it is dancing. I kind of don't do it for theater. It's just it's the safest way to move. Chains, large sweeping motions. And also backflips. They help.
Okay. Yep, definitely the safest option. Sure.
That's so I don't get stabbed very often.
Yeah, you should stop getting stabbed.
By myself, I mean. I usually don't. I stopped getting stabbed after like the first year and a half.
I couldn't tell if you meant in game, like us year and a half, or
No, my fears. But I don't know what game you're talking about.
Right.
My first like year and a half in training, I got impaled a bit
Yeah, that'll
by
happen.
my own chains. It happens to everyone.
Ugh. Okay, well,
Handstands. I'm gonna take dinner upstairs, but when you want to do handstands, just let me know.
how
You got it.
was your trip?
Well, interesting, I suppose. It's just a bit strange to me, the way Sylvanas kind of works here with so few undead. You kind of... Well, there's a lot less stabbing, I suppose. You spend a lot more time... I don't know, Asphodel has an interesting job. I think there are a few Shadowkai who might do that, but it's mostly the slaying of unholy undead that we use to worship, and with so few undead here, it is strange.
Asphodel doesn't have as many backflips.
Oh, I didn't ask about backflips.
Oh my god. Asphodel, please!
Can you do a backflip? Stop me!
Wait, no.
I think it's possible that backflips are a bit more Shadowkai, but most Shadowkai things are kind of Sylvanas related. I don't know if Sylvanas does many backflips.
We're asking the right religious questions here.
I think Zenny prays in the Church of Backflips.
Yeah.
I feel like we can all agree on that.
Yeah. If your god or goddess doesn't do backflips, you might be in the wrong church.
I might actually. Is there a god of backflips? Just backflips in general. Yeah, but what did you guys do?
Oh, Mekla. What? What did I just say? Maleka? Melekla! Maleka, the kobolds and I just kind of hung out. And then Gorgon ran upstairs to his room because he's grounded. And then Throden came in and started asking us about how to fall down. And the little man says hi.
Oh. Do we know who Gorgon's small friend is?
Eravon? Eravon?
Did he say where he came from? Just kind of out of his book.
Yeah, I think it's a summoned thing. I think it's its own entity. Perhaps, but in connection with his book. I don't really know. I'm trying to go to school for this kind of thing.
I should look for it in my notes. Has any just spookometer double checked to make sure it's not a ghost?
I think that's. Did you?
I feel like
I think you did. If I remember right. Like I think it was like the first time you saw him.
Yeah,
It's not a
because
ghost.
I met him really hard.
I think maybe Throden might have divine sensed or something, and it wasn't undead.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds right. Hell was just said. It's just strange how it has kind of a mind of its own. I don't know. Magic is confusing.
Yeah. Throden, what was he doing?
Oh, he was dressed up like an owl.
Uh,
I'm sorry, who?
Oh,
Guys, I think one of us in here is pretending to be an owl.
who?
Who?
That's exactly it. We're trying to figure out.
There's
The best jokes on the internet.
I'm sorry. He was dressed up like an owl?
Yeah. He was
Okay.
also saying a bunch of stuff I didn't really understand. I assume it was magic stuff.
Was he
That sounds like him.
trying to fly?
Maybe. He didn't have any wings, though. Which would make that a little more difficult, I would think.
Was he trying to like turn into an owl?
He wasn't succeeding if that was the case.
Why do you think then that he was pretending to be an owl?
I'm gonna take
Maybe he was just bored.
definition of or description with a grain of salt here.
Mm,
I'm insulted.
God damn it. Yeah, so I guess Gorgon's trying to be an owl up in his room with the small man.
That's what I saw.
good for him. I guess Edelweiss hasn't returned yet.
Yeah.
Do we know if he's an owl?
I'd say Zanira came back soon after Throden, but it'll be like maybe half an hour before Edelweiss gets back.
Have we not stood here talking about backflips for half an hour?
Now we can. And we've pulled out the table Jenga that they have at the tavern.
all times ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to skip ahead to when Edelweiss returns, we can do that.
Yeah.
Bump, 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 bump. That's Edelweiss rolling up.
And the Jenga falls. Oh,
That's unfortunate.
Edelweiss.
Who lost?
Hey,
I think we all did.
Yeah, that tends to happen to me too.
This tower is just not very architecturally sound.
Well, that's because you grabbed a block from the bottom corner. Who does that?
My favorite thing is grabbing the one block that's holding the whole tower up really quickly to see if it'll hold.
Well, see, now that's why you lose.
No, but it's all about speed.
If I could, I think it's a bit more difficult because these are very large blocks because you have much larger hands than the rest of us do.
It always picks up a block and it looks like a regular Jenga block in his hands. I don't know what you're talking about.
It just, Zeddy picks up a block and holds it up and it looks slightly giant in her hand. It's a lot, I feel like it's harder they're slightly heavier than I imagine they should be.
No, Rivos, don't put that in your mouth.
Oh, You know, I guess you have a point. No, not that one. Well,
Do you want to play and tell us about your meeting? And also how you avoid falling down, if you have a method for that.
Right, yeah.
Staying standing, what?
Is there an order for that, or like?
No, you can do it in any order.
Okay. Well, I guess first things on the menu is, and it always goes into a really quiet whisper, but I'm not gonna do that because my mic's probably not gonna pick it up.
Yeah.
There was a undead attack in Domrim as well. I'm not supposed to tell you that. Don't say anything.
I look directly at Throden.
Yes, same.
At this point. Because it was whispered, so I don't know if Throden's aware of what happened there.
At this
definitely
point,
whispered
Gordon
it to
lets
the entire
Eamon
group.
know about
the whole
the
group.
attack in Domrim.
Just everyone at once. I don't know, but there might be a connection to the ones that happened in Boatright.
Do we know of any other undead attacks that happened anywhere else? Zeddy also whispers, but nothing changed.
Heard of any? Throden does not whisper.
Yeah.
I should say he whispers, but nothing has changed.
I mean, these two could be the only ones, but I don't think all of the root takers was there. Maybe, I don't know.
What did you say? Thornton said Glarthor they were doing magic.
Yeah, like Arakvar.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was that Blossom fellow who was at Domrim.
Oh right, Throden, you went to the meeting, yeah?
Oh yeah, I had important things to find out.
I mean, hopefully I was told all of the same things that you were told.
Is there a reason we shouldn't talk about the Domrim?
I mean,
It could be panic.
yeah, I think we should just be careful what we say out loud, only because, you know, these meetings aren't open to everyone.
Did you guys go to 2 separate meetings?
Yes.
Okay.
You went to a private meeting or something, I think.
It did.
Okay, so that one's not open to everyone. The one Throden went to is open to everyone.
It's true. I read the sign. Part of it. I couldn't read part of the sign, but the other part I read.
Boy.
Oh, also, recently there was a flying creature that was killed by some adventuring group. So we might need to worry about a different
Maybe it was a
adventuring
dragon.
group going around.
Oh, this is perfect. You know where it was?
No, wait. Yeah, where? Because we just did that.
We didn't fight a flying creature.
Yeah, we
yes,
did.
we did.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like on the way here. I was like, no, we fought a bunch of goblins.
Tom, do I know where Tansy was for this?
What was it?
Do I know where Tansy was?
Like, in what respect?
Like, where they were stationed that they said this? During the meeting? Because I don't have it in my notes that you gave me just now.
It was from Artwar?
Oh, was it? Did I just not read it right?
No, I like this better.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I otherwise just forgot we were the adventuring party.
Oh! You're right, that might have been us. Never mind then.
That's less helpful.
Yeah, that's less
Yeah.
helpful.
No, I want to meet the delightful children from down the block. Like, I want to meet the inverse of us. Like, I
I
want.
love those. I love/hate those episodes.
I want, like, I don't even know. It's like two sister Asamer and like a gnome. I don't know what the opposite of an orc is.
No,
That's perfect.
the gnome is the professor. Cranky little dude. They have their own little man.
The inverse of Analyze is a fairy. It's just as small as you can get. It's like a summer element. It's really pretty.
flowers.
Yeah.
That's right. Still into flowers. Well, I guess it's no dragon then.
No dragon. I will say I did notice something else. Otherwise is also going to quickly look around, make sure no one's watching them or paying attention to them. Like, are we alone in the tavern part of...
We stand out pretty loud, and it's very possible that he stood up and did a handstand.
Make a perception check.
Like
Okay.
in this moment, Zaniri just stood up and
Not like right now, but like as we were talking before
Like
Analyze
15
came in, it's
minutes
possible
ago.
Zeddy was like, no, it's easy. Whoop!
you knocked over the Jenga tower from the effort.
Wasn't the greatest roll for me, so it's a 15 total.
There are a few other patrons. No one like immediately close to you. No one like seems like they're eavesdropping kind of deal. But like no one's taken notice that like your group is like quieted down and you're like whispering. They don't care.
Okay.
Well, everyone but Broden.
I think the chief is sick. And it seems that there's no... Asphodel seems to be treating her with something, but it doesn't seem to be working.
Sounds
Could
familiar.
this be at all similar to Gorgon's mother?
It could be. He seems to be treating her with something. He was checking her temperature. But no matter what happens, there seems to be no change.
So you went to a meeting with her too. What was her behavior like?
I mean, like, relatively fine. It's very quiet. Didn't seem like much talking was happening, except, just very quietly explaining things. Very pale. Almost... At least I don't remember them ever being that pale or... for lack of a better word, gaunt, tired.
I'm sorry. What was the name of the spire?
It's Fidel.
Right, it's Asphodel. Right, we were supposed to ask him if he did backflips. Did you explain? Did we explain to Asphodel about what the sickness was like? Gorgon's mother?
I believe we did.
Okay. So
Didn't seem particularly one way or the other about it.
Okay. So if anything similar does happen, then he'll know.
Probably, yeah. Honestly, if I were in his position, I might wait to see if whatever treatment we try works before trying it on the chief of the village.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
But very strange.
Well, we're still no closer to getting the dragon, so who knows if we can even try it out on Gorgon's mom.
That's true, yeah, we are not closer at all to finding a dragon, unless there is someone that is just holding information in.
We could just wander around in some mountains, but that sounds a bit dangerous.
And like it would take a lot of time. So how would you fall down, Edelweiss?
Oh, I forgot yeah, that's a question that I need to answer. I mean, probably hard. I'm tall. Just like, It always falls out of his chair onto the floor to demonstrate.
Oh. Okay.
He is tall.
Yeah.
Give me a performance check.
Oh, okay. Alright. Come on, -1. 15.
Not that bad of a fall.
Yeah.
Solid fall. You could be a fall guy too.
I think that's not... Is that a good thing?
It's an important title to Throden.
I don't think it's a good thing.
Well, of course it's a good thing, Zed.
Who wanted you to be a fall guy?
My sister.
It can't be a
Who
bad
said I'd be
thing.
great
then. That can only be a good thing then.
I
Your
think
family
it's,
wouldn't lie to you.
I think it's the title that's important to Throden, much less it doesn't really matter how we might perceive a fall guy.
Yeah, maybe it just means something different in your native language.
It's a culturally a different thing.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know if that really leaves us with finding anyone else. Do we just find a cave somewhere and hope for the best?
Yeah.
That's the only lead that we really have. Maybe if we find that person, we'll get answers about the dragons.
What is that question? That thing about the children's story? Like, don't go out or it gets you or something?
I believe we were told by your friend that you directed us to, Yarrow, that it was someone who likes fungi and lives underground in watery areas, and if children aren't careful, he'll come and get you one of those fun stories.
Well, at least that's a lead for one of the things we need.
There's something vague about summoning him using something dead underground in a moist area, but I also think that's information we already had.
I think so.
Well, if we had a dragon, we could have used the dead dragon to lure him out, but
Would it be too offensive to offer like a dead flower or something, or if we find a rodent on the road?
Well, if he likes fungi, then maybe we find fungi. And where fungi grows, there's decomposition.
Guy goes.
That's true. I wonder if there's like any place where like the kids are told not to go because it's spooky, and that is where the fungi guy is.
Wouldn't you know that?
We've already discussed this, that you weren't familiar with the legend. Which sounds rather disappointing.
I
Hey, can
mean,
you find a kid?
I also haven't been a kid for a while.
I don't know. I'm still scared about the bay that we live nearby.
I'm sorry, Edelweiss, how old were you again?
Like currently?
Yes.
That is an excellent question.
Oh.
I just,
I am 26.
oh goodness. You were still a child. Forgive me.
We're like 3 years different.
What?
24. That's 2 years if you're 26.
Are you sure? You're like tiny. Why aren't you as tall as me yet?
Different species, my guy.
Edelweiss, I'm 103.
Question, Zeneria, do you remember legends when you were a child at the age of 103?
Sure. I remember, legends and tales that, my mother told me all the way up through when I was, like, in my 50s.
Alright, I now understand there's a lot of different cultural things here.
This is weird. What time is it?
That doesn't change anyone's age.
It also doesn't change the fact that you should probably remember the childhood legends you've grown up on at the age of 26.
Guys, this was out here for Justin to ask the DM.
I agree with Maleka. Edelweiss, do you know any children?
I want to know if they're still awake. Tom, what time is it?
That's a good question. You can all see Zeddy's eyes be like, they're still awake. Oh, sleeping.
Sorry, that was Riley realizing what was going on.
Right.
I thought Edelweiss was asking what time it was so he could get out of an awkward conversation and go to bed.
Oh, is it time to brush my teeth?
Oh, that's true. I did dance for like nearly 6 hours when I was a child. You just sleep longer. You have a longer bedtime when you're a child.
Maleka is kind of just like scanning the room and like wherever we are to see if there are a child.
Yeah, there's children here in this pub. There's a child here.
There is the possibility of one child.
Right, yeah, right, like the single parent brought their kid here because, like,
Honestly, no, a young Goliath would slip right by, like, our normal, they'd be our height, we'd be like, that's just a dude.
Now that we've accurately prepared for this conversation,
Yeah.
Is she here?
You look around, you'll see her.
Oh.
That doesn't mean that she
Otherwise
isn't somewhere. You can ask.
Are you looking for anyone specific, or do you know any children that we could ask?
Hey, Narcissus?
Oh,
Sissy,
yeah?
is Innie around?
I think she's out back. Yeah, I can go check. And she goes into like one of the back rooms.
Wait. I want to do something. I'll take care of it. It's okay.
What is it?
I'll take care of it. I'll call her. No worries.
Oh, okay.
I cast Sending. Dumpling! Guess who's inside?
Sending is not out loud, right?
Fucking hope not.
Because
I don't want to hear that.
I want to hear Edelweiss going, Dumpling!
Before we meet this person, possibly, how much did Edelweiss say when we had that situation with a doll?
Yeah, I can't remember if it was a player or character knowledge of the Zinnia's name.
You know what's fantastic is, aside from Zinnia's name, we never had a conversation about the doll.
Yeah,
There was a lot
like-
going on, man.
we
There was a
all-
lot happening.
It was body language. It was
You
body
all-
language.
Yeah. You all formally went, we'll talk about this later, and then it never came up again.
Yeah, because the trauma you went through with that doll was pretty intense.
Yeah, that's good.
So I think go ahead.
I do have the name. Okay, there was a zinnia flower on it. Just some quotes from my notes. You are 2 steps from Annabelle, Tom. Justin gets a frog,
about
builds
right.
a bear to be a fizz rep. I just need to keep her safe. Edelweiss. Okay. Thrown in. Closest thing to a sister I have are just some notes that I have from session number 39.
So unless someone wants to go through the YouTube video, I'm assuming we never really got the name. It was just Edelweiss being vague about his attachment to the doll.
Yeah, that seems about right.
He did use the word sister, but I don't think we got a name.
Yeah. Okay.
He said the name,
Okay.
according to my notes.
Okay.
Good teamwork.
Now we just need to know if sending is explicitly in the mind or.
I think it can be in or out, depending on what the person wants. The
Innie
response is
or
always in the
outie?
head.
Innie or Addy, Edelweiss.
Weiss is gonna say it in his head, but his body language is gonna be wiggling with the words.
Oh.
Fair enough. Like, you just see Edelweiss like concentrating on his. In
Dumpling! Just the shimmy.
It was terrible.
That's exactly what happens.
Revos, stop putting that in your mouth.
Blah.
God, all of our Jenga pieces are slimy.
Well, not all of them.
I hand him the slimy one.
See, this one's only a little slimy. It's totally different.
Ner tries to reach for a dry one.
No, stop it! Just play the game, guys. You know how to play.
They immediately knock over the tower.
Ah!
Good job. That's how you play, right? I don't understand
But
the game.
Oh my god.
Edelweiss, you do not get a response.
Hmm.
However, like 20 seconds later, you hear rapid stomping coming from the back room. A door burst open, and a small little girl, like starts like looking around in the tavern and spots Edelweiss and goes, "Eddie!" and runs up and gives him a hug.
Aww.
No.
Is she small compared to us?
Yes. Like, I'd say she's
Aww.
probably a little bigger than like halfling size at this point.
Guys, I'm fearful how large like a Goliath baby is. You know?
We ask hard enough, we're probably gonna find a baby, and you'll find out.
Just start going house to house. Hi, do you have any babies in here?
I think babies. I want to compare
Child.
I want to compare its size to this tiefling child. It's pretty small.
I'm just a fun guy. You got any kids here?
No.
Oh.
There's a chew mushroom in my van.
Oh no. Hi,
Anyway.
Zinny.
Hi, Eddie.
Very confusing for me.
Oh, everyone.
Why?
We have similar names.
Oh, I see.
The accent, it's very
This is
confusing.
Zinny. We'll focus on the vowels.
It's okay.
That's what you just said.
What?
Nothing. Hi, Zinny. Look, I have something for you. And I go into my bag. I still haven't introduced her. I go into my bag and I pull out the broken remains of a shield that we got in the Super Mega Dungeon of Death. And I go, look, now we have matching ones.
Ooh, it's ugly. I love it.
I give her a high
I'll back
five.
it.
You're welcome.
I understood that reference.
Yeah.
Everyone. Cecilia.
Hello.
Hi, Zinnia.
Eh.
What's wrong with
Oh.
her face pointing at Zeneria?
Oh, that could have been anyone.
I specified.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with her face. She just wears that mask. And she thinks
that
it's less
cool?
scary than her face.
Her face underneath is just fine.
Is he a lizard?
But don't mention it.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm a dragonborn. Which is, dragon-like, not lizard-like.
Do you breathe fire?
Don't do that tongue thing.
You're just gonna lean in towards Zinnia and be like, I breathe acid, you know.
I don't do
I
that.
know
tongue
you're not
thing.
a dragon.
Sure I am.
Dragons breathe fire. Or some
Dragons
of
breathe
them
lots of
have
things.
ice
What do you know? You're a child.
He starts fighting. What do you
Kicker,
know?
Josh. Kicker. Let's go.
This was the dynamic I was waiting for.
Eddie, I don't
Then he
like the
just
lizard
puts a
man.
hand on Dad.
You saw she was goading me.
Come on.
So, this is almost everyone. That's Maleka, that's Missy, that's Stroden, and that's Zini. Like your name, close, but not really.
Wow.
Oh, it's worse in his accent. It's hard to focus on the
Yeah,
vowels.
It's really bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Zini, meet Zini.
Oh God.
Okay, her
Um,
name is Zeneria. Let's just call her that for a little while.
Zeneria is fine.
And my name is
Zineria? Is that Zinia? Yeah.
There's an R in
Mary
mine.
Beth and Meredith. I can't.
Yeah, for real. How about Zen? It's Zen and Den and Zinni. And I'm Missy. and this is Nur, Rivos, and Koj. And I
Wow.
snatch a Jenga piece from one of them.
Are they dragons? And looks up at Edelweiss.
There. I look over at them.
Not chickens.
Kobolds. They're kind of close to dragonborns as well, but like not really either.
So
I
they
think
don't breathe
they're
fire.
they're more lizards than Throden is.
Yes, that sounds right.
Okay.
Like, they are more of a lizard than Throden, or they are more species of lizards.
There are
Yes.
more lizards in a trench coat.
The kobolds are confused.
Yeah. I'm gonna say in Draconic that this is Edelweiss's younger sister named Zinni.
They all point at Zeneria in confusion.
Oh god. I go through the whole
Zenny
thing.
looks vaguely panicked.
I'm gonna go through the whole thing and be like, no, Zinnia, Zeneria, we're calling Zeneria Zen. And this is Zinni. Yeah? And I do that whole thing. For as long as it takes for them to kind of get some semblance of what's going on.
They nod their heads.
Okay. We'll pretend that that means they understand.
That's best.
Yeah.
And there's one more of us. His name's Gorgon. I don't know where he is, but he'll show up sometime eventually.
He is, allegedly, he's pretending to be an owl.
Yeah.
With his little man.
There it is.
What?
Exactly.
What? The last friend of ours is Professor Gorgon, and he's upstairs in his room.
Okay.
He's very
It is.
cute, Edelweiss.
Yeah. This is Zinnia, making sure everyone remembers.
You
Yep.
already said
see-
that, Eddie. He's so silly.
Yeah. So, yeah. Her mom, Sissy, kind of took me in. And so we just sort of hang out together.
Aw, he's so cute.
It is. Zinni. Quick question.
Is it? We're doing Zen.
Zinni.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he's talking to the child.
Yes.
Yes.
That's why. Okay.
You guys are all
Yeah.
welcome. Quick question. Okay, two quick questions actually. The first
Okay.
one: Have you ever heard of this story of this like scary fun guy type of person who takes kids and he likes funguses or something?
Maybe. Why?
If you had to stay away from the place where you think they would be, where would you go? Where would you stay away from?
Oh, I don't go into those places.
If you had to.
If I had to. I don't know. I haven't been to a place like that.
Is there a place your mom tells you never to go?
Well, there was this one time where she didn't like that I was reaching in the toilet because there was this really big...
Okay. That's probably not where we want to go, but good.
No, hold on. A fun guy
Hold on.
fun guy might be down there.
We meant more so like in your town or like around the area.
Yeah, like, is there anywhere right outside of town you can't go?
Yes? I'm not supposed to go outside of town. Not by myself.
So all of town.
How old are you?
I have to double check. I think it's 7.
Yeah, she's like 6 or 7.
Whatever number she gives, she looks at Edelweiss for context on what that number means.
This episode is just the party learns to talk to children.
Hey,
Ronan
children.
being one of them.
Is that like very young or
Goliaths age the same way that humans do.
that doesn't?
I don't think she knows what that
So
means.
is that like very young? Are you going to school yet?
Yes.
18 is a full-grown adult.
That you don't know anything at that. Are you going to school at this point then?
Yes.
Well, that sounds like a colossal waste of time.
I think so too.
When
It's-
when
you
Zen
should-
says you don't know anything, throwing just smudge on his breath doesn't know anything about dragons, definitely.
Christ.
You can't have beef with a 7-year-old.
No, she can take them.
It sounds like it.
Otherwise, do you think her mom would know better?
I mean, maybe.
I was going to ask if there's anywhere that the boys in your class dare each other to go to figure out who's the bravest. Obviously, it would be easy for you. You seem very brave.
But sometimes they like try to go in the rivers or the lake.
Is that outside of town?
Yeah, it's I think it's just past the flower fields. Like that way.
Do you think I'm leaning towards the party? Do you think underwater caves?
Maybe.
That would be annoying, but I wouldn't put it past a weird myth.
Yeah, right. You've got your own Loch Ness monster.
Part of the course here, really.
You know where the Mushroom Man lives.
Do you know the Mushroom Man?
Mushroom Man, the one who lives on Drury Lane.
He lives under the lake.
Yeah. Zinnia, have you ever been told about a Mushroom Man?
Not a real one.
Oh, the fake, a
Fake
fake
one.
one. Fake one.
Tell us
Yeah.
all about the fake one. Missy and
We're-
Mark are both like, ah! We got one!
We got one.
We don't live around here. We don't know about this story. We want to hear more about it.
Never heard of it. I've lived here my whole life.
I'm talking about us.
We have a brother your age.
And you also can't remember it.
Brother, you're a little
We
quiet.
just wanted. Is this any better?
Yes.
Good.
Yep.
Great. We have a brother your age, and we just wanna tell him like the local kids stories, like fairy tales.
Oh, you want to spook him?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Zeddy is just, she's visibly excited.
Tell us all about the fake mushroom man.
Missy means heck yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Heck yeah.
So like, I think he's like supposed to be underground. So like, don't go underground, but like tell him to go underground. And then I think something happens, and then he gets you, and then he like smells, and he's like all these like mushrooms everywhere, and then once he gets you, he keeps you.
Could you go back to the something happens? What is that? What is the something happens?
I don't know. I'm not a mushroom man.
Okay.
Yeah, but like, what makes him go after you?
I think he just wants to punish bad children.
But you're not a bad child,
No,
right? Right. Yeah.
Eddie was a bad
You
child.
just said
Do you think we could send a boat down to pick up our brother? Just real fast.
yeah.
Yeah.
all the-
Where do you
all the
live?
way
Is
around.
it like really close?
I'm sorry. Say that again, Tom.
Where do you live? Like really close?
Oh no. Actually, Malek and I are from like really far away.
Oh,
We're on the other side of the map. Have you ever heard of Ekraker?
no.
That's the name of our home.
This is the full
You ever
one.
heard of a swamp?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Swamp is like mushy, mushy ground, stinky. A place a mushroom man would live.
So why aren't you looking
Yeah.
there?
It's really far away. Apparently, there's a mushroom man that lives here that we wanna.
Oh.
Yeah.
We wanna save time, you know. And also, we just think that the Mushroom Man like story would fit really well like with our hometown. So that's why we think it would be great for our.
I think so.
Yeah.
Eddie, let me know how it goes.
Of course, I will tell you everything.
So what? So do we gotta find a bad child or?
I think if we just go. I mean, she did say Eddie was a bad child.
Yeah, Eddie.
Okay.
We might have one already.
And regardless, we'll be bringing Gorgon too, so he just seems like the type.
Man.
Just shave his beard.
Is Gorgon, Professor Gorgon, bad?
Depends on the day.
Moral dilemma. Do I lie to a child or do I?
Depends on the day.
Not every single member of the party going, oh, allow me to do this. We're like, what? We all
No,
panic.
he's strict.
You know how Asphodel's nice, but if you talk to him funny, he gets mad?
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh.
Talk to him funny.
But
Really just prefers books.
threatening.
I don't think I want to meet Mr. Professor.
It's okay. He won't do anything while I'm here. Don't worry.
I don't think he wants to meet a child.
It's strange.
No,
Maybe.
definitely
Who am I to
not.
judge?
Well, he's never met a child to our knowledge. Oh wait, no! He has siblings! He has so many siblings!
No.
But yesterday!
He met them yesterday.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
And they're all, what? They're all 18, right?
Yeah.
Guys, wasn't Gordon once a child?
No, he has no idea what a child is. What it's like in Matilda when
That was 2 weeks ago, Riley.
Mistress is like, I'm glad I never was one.
Thomas right, and Gorgon will remember this. Gorgon will remember this. That's all he's putting down.
Oh no,
Okay, so now
I
we're
put
just
in
gonna.
Twitch chat.
for child.
Do you want to ask Sissy to see if she knows anything? At this point, Zinni is on my knee, and I'm just doing the bouncy thing. You know?
Yeah, the bouncy thing. Tom doing the
So
bouncy thing.
Talk like because I keep.
Yeah, maybe Narcissa would know. I feel weird saying Sissy because my name's Missy and I can't have more rhyming names.
Yeah, it's
I'm
kind of a
very
lot
happy.
here.
I think Narcy is also available.
It probably works.
What do you say, Justin?
I just said,
Oh.
Zinni, do you want to get your mom real quick?
Sure. And she'll hop off. She'll hop off, walk a few feet, and then yell.
Nice.
Right, yeah. Mom!
What is it? Eddie wants you. Yes?
Can we add a third character for Tom to voice in this scene?
Only if their name rhymes.
Right.
I can
I'll
find
get
one. Give me
Gorgon
a second.
downstairs, and then he can voice Erevan in a conversation as well.
Okay.
Sissy, do you know any myths about a mushroom man?
A mushroom man.
A mushroom man.
Mushroom man.
Oh no.
That's what Sissy does.
Maybe something here there. I don't really remember. Why,
Okay, if there's any...
Is Zinni telling you something annoying again?
No, we're just trying to find, a place to find a mythical creature. If there's any places by towns that you really think that Zinni shouldn't go, like caves or caves, where would you tell her to stay away from?
Is there an opening to underground?
I would tell her to stay away from the caves.
Yeah, but where's the closest cave, you know?
I think there's one, a bit north, some a bit to the east. I'm sure once you get into the real heart of the mountains, there's got to be loads of caves.
Oh, there's bound to be loads of caves.
Now,
Tom?
What
Yes.
about the lake? Does it have any... What about underwater caves?
I haven't gone swimming in the lake to find out, but maybe. It's basically what rivers are, right?
Are they?
They're just like caves, but they're open on the top. Not filled with water.
Interesting thesis.
Do we think the lake is a good place to start? I say to the party.
Well, we could start there before going straight to the mountains where there's a whole bunch of caves.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could try every option, really.
Yeah.
Yes, but which is the better one to start with?
Well, we start by dressing Gorgon up as a child and trying to tempt the mushroom man.
They could also
Self.
They could also
Yeah,
use
for
the
real.
ghost.
It's Gorgon on a tricycle in like an overalls with the little hat on, and he has a
Little
giant
beanie.
lollipop.
And
Yeah,
a
he has like
big,
it's like a
big
helicopter hat
Yeah.
and a giant lollipop right here, and he's like,
Terrifying.
"What?"
Why is the child crying like
Big
that?
baby.
Well, you know, Goliaths are big babies.
I would call Gorgon a big baby.
Gorgon is not here to defend himself whatsoever.
Nope.
I will
Yeah.
add. I think we got a cave location from the root takers, like of the nearest cave.
Well,
I have
More
nearest
flies.
cave location, and then the next note just says, "We look at some maps." So
Mary, that would have been helpful before this whole conversation.
no.
I do have one note that just says Dragon Mountain. I don't know if that was me being. Well, here's the thing. I was thinking that maybe that note was just me being hopeful because there's no
True.
punctuation associated with it.
Yeah.
Going Dragon Mountain.
Dragon Mountain? Dragon
you're
Mountain.
just
Yeah.
picking a name.
Dragon Mountain.
Dragon Mountain.
Exactly. Tom, does Edelweiss remember, do I remember, any specific caves that were moist on my journey before the group?
I'd say
Or is that
Mental
too
image.
far north?
mental image of Edelweiss spelunking.
I'd say give me
He's
a
a hat on.
give me a history check with disadvantage.
Damn it, I knew you were gonna give me disadvantage. Alright. History, -1!
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Really playing to your strengths here.
Man, that second one was a natural 20, but I can't use that, so it's a 14 -1. That's a
Not bad.
15 total.
Oh, not bad.
Okay.
It's still not bad.
So, you try your hardest to remember the journey you had. A lot of it's quite foggy at this point. But, you can remember caves. You can remember particular ones that might have been nearby, but you don't necessarily have a path to them. You have more so the vision of recognizing caves that were close to the Fullhorn. And you do remember like some vague semblances of caves that would be more further north, but you're not sure where elevations are because you're getting mostly images, not necessarily full pictures.
Like trying to navigate somewhere and you only remember the landmarks, but nothing else.
Like you're trying to get like from A to Z, and you remember like X, Y, and Z.
That's fun. I think we just go north.
Okay. Someone should probably tell Gorgon.
We'll do it in the morning.
We'll be leaving in the morning, so I'm sure he can, pretend to be an owl for as long as he wants.
Makes a pretty good owl.
Good to know.
So you're
Dang it, I
leaving in
should
the
have said
morning?
who.
What's that?
So Zinigo looks up the Edelweiss. So you're leaving in the morning?
I'm leaving in the morning, but that means tonight if you want to play any games, we have all night.
But shouldn't I pack up my stuff?
It's going to be dangerous where we go.
Well, you spend so much time saying like these are gonna be places I shouldn't go, so that means I should go.
No, that means that you shouldn't go.
That means I should go.
No. How about this? Make sure it's okay with your mom, and then you can pack your things.
Okay. And she runs off.
See,
Otherwise.
Sissy,
Hey, yes?
Zinni's going to try and come with me. I told her to make sure it's okay with you. Obviously, no.
Okay.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, from what you're asking about, yeah, it sounds like it.
Especially not for... We're gonna go cave diving, so... Not yet.
I mean, I would trust her with you if you felt comfortable, but yeah, no.
I'll bring her back some things that's safe, I promise.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Did anyone else here read all of the series of Enforcement Event books?
I wish. I only
Man.
watched the show.
Man, I tried hard with that show.
This is reminding me of, I think it's number 10, The Grim Grotto, where they go diving and there's like this really, really dangerous and like poisonous mushroom, like fungus, that like grow, like it comes like suddenly with the tide, and the baby gets it in her diving helmet, and they but she doesn't.
Not Sunny!
Way to
Yeah.
give Tom a place to look for material for the D&D sessions coming up.
I mean, a series of unfortunate events is a pretty good description of D&D campaigns.
Yeah,
generally.
for real.
Fair enough. So we should tell Gorgens that we're going to be going cave diving tomorrow, huh? Gorgon! Oh, I guess I'll go upstairs and tell him.
Like, he's definitely not gonna hear you or come down.
I will go
Even if he
upstairs
did
and
hear
just-
you.
I will go
Can
upstairs
I go
to
with
prepare.
you? I had something I wanted to hear from him, possibly.
Oh yeah, sure. We run upstairs. Gorgon! Gorgon!
But as we go up, is Zinni anywhere to be seen? Or did she run off somewhere?
No, she ran off somewhere.
Okay.
I'm gonna spit acid at her.
No.
Bruh.
He's a himbo, not a monster.
Gorgon will answer the door and just open it a crack and like throw it in before him. You see him adorning the same helmet that kind of looks like a metallic brain with like an owl's face on it, and then like a blue like covering lens over the right eye hole. Yeah.
National Treasure got crazy.
They really weren't kidding about the whole owl costume.
What owl costume?
The one you're wearing.
He looks down to see his normal clothes.
Justin, it's not a costume, it's a lifestyle, okay?
Anyway, did you need something?
Oh, I just wanted to let you know we're going cave diving tomorrow. So, I guess prepare accordingly.
For the fungus man, right?
Yeah. We're not
Okay.
sure if we're gonna go into the right mountain. We might need to go into a couple, but just be safe.
It's fine. I've been in caves before.
Do we want to elaborate on that? Okay.
You do know what my profession is, right?
You're a
Figured you-
professor.
Very
I
good,
figured
Jordan.
you did like in deserts or something.
I
Caves
would.
and deserts.
Yeah, I was down in Vormash on one expedition, but that was it.
Oh, you were in Vormash? I'm
Around
from
the area.
Vormash.
I know.
Oh, is that how you pronounce it?
How do you pronounce it?
I thought it was an E.
No.
Looking at it on the map.
This is just otherwise.
Wait, an E where?
Exactly.
Arrow.
I thought there
What?
was an E in it.
Where? Where? What?
It's not Vormesh.
Gorgon goes ahead and casts what is it? He's gonna cast Prestidigitation and Sparks will fly, and he sees Vormesh spelled out in common, and the E turns around to resemble an A.
I am bored.
That's exactly what's happening here. Oh. Oh, Edelweiss is suddenly thinking that he's dyslexic.
Gorgon is thinking he's dyslexic.
Huh. Okay, well, I mean, I guess
having
prepare.
a crisis.
Wait. Is your name Edelweiss? Edelweiss?
Yes.
Oh, no, his name's Eddie.
Is it Addie?
No.
This is called gaslighting.
Not with an 18.
Gorgon then casts prestidigitation again and says Edelweiss, but then the E's all turn to resemble an A.
Not with an 18, buddy.
Nice.
No, it's definitely Edelweiss. I had a name tag.
Are you sure you didn't confuse the E and the A
Been tried to.
on the name tag? You tried to? Wait, what?
EA Sports. It's in his name.
E E E E E E.
In school, we had name tags for the first week, and we never wrote them, and everyone else wrote them. So I know it's Edelweiss.
Go.
Are you sleeping here alone tonight, or?
I mean,
Good. Could you see he has
Yeah,
his little
I-
bed?
I was planning on it.
Okay, I just I forget which rooms everyone's sleeping in. So
Gorgon turns around and sees the one bed in his bedroom. And I'm pretty sure I'm sleeping here by myself.
oh, okay. Edelweiss is going to give you his blanket, your blanket, and he's going to leave you.
Our blanket.
The one singular blanket, because one of us definitely lost theirs. We're really bad Airbnb guests. Boys is gonna find a room to go to sleep in.
Okay.
So, Professor, do you mind say hi back?
Sure. Yeah.
Yes. He's a little fist pump.
Did Emit ever respond to me after I did the scale thing for him?
What did you send him recently?
Basically when Edelweiss said, "By the way, you're not supposed to tell anyone." When he said that, Gorgon went ahead and used the scale and said, "Do you know undead Domrim?" Or did you know undead Domrim?
No, haven't had contact there.
Rip.
Supposedly attacked same time boat right.
Okay, noted. We'll follow up.
Okay.
He's okay.
Was there any punctuation for him to
No,
misunderstand?
The letter K. And Gorgon sends the image of the letter K.
This episode is brought to you by the letter K.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
So is there anything else anyone is doing? They all just sleep in, trancing, some of you.
Long rest?
Then yeah, you can all get a long rest.
Woohoo! Oh, look at all those spell slots.
Oh, yes. Please. Give me my spell
Finally.
slots back. I've had one spell slot for like 4 sessions.
I mean, I didn't intend for this to go the entire night.
I know that feeling.
And there's still more to come.
We had to talk about Goliath Jenga.
It's very important.
Important.
Gorgon still has his spiel in the morning.
Woo!
Yeah, I guess we'll handle that. So,
Yeah, no.
Next
can handle
session.
Credits roll.
so you'll all wake up in the morning or come out of your trance. There's food that you can grab downstairs whenever everyone wants to take it. I feel like Malika might wait for a while. But Gorgon, do you want to describe what happens when you come down?
Real quick, I just want to tell everyone that I can now drive boats, and also I can carve wood. I just want everyone to know I could do that today. Please continue.
Mary, I really
like today only?
Today only.
Mary, I really need to know the narrative reason Zinneria knows how to drive a boat.
Then he wakes up in the morning and like opens the door and is like, "Guys, I've remembered some things about boats. It's because trans changed in the new book, and I get skills every day."
Wait, what changed?
It's just today?
Yes, it's just
Why?
today.
When you finish
What?
this trance, you can gain 2 proficiencies that you don't have, each one with a weapon or tool of your choice selected from the player's handbook. You mystically acquire these proficiencies by drawing them from shared elven memory, and you retain them until you finish your next long rest.
It has water in the
That's
Shadowfell?
insane.
Because
Hell yeah.
because Zenny is a young elf, she only gets to choose one of them. So she was like, boats would be helpful, I think. And then also she woke up and was like, "Look, I made some great chairs."
Don't you
I want to
don't
know,
you
like,
just
are
love it
you
when you wake up and you slept made chairs?
I just remembered a lifetime that an elf had where he made chairs.
now is Zinneria now tapping into like the I almost called us Midgard, the Midgard of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm forgetting the literal name of the
prime
prime
material elven consciousness.
so you're no longer tapped into Shatter Kai memory, you're tapped into our elf memory.
That's a good question. Is this a skill that Zenny ever had before? Are we just pretending that it is? Or is this a skill that suddenly Zenny is like, "Oh my god, I saw a man on a boat."
Oh my
It's the
god,
first
I
time
have the
ever.
cure for cancer!
But only for a day.
But only because somebody
She
already
traveled-
did it.
right.
She travels a day to the next city over. Oh, I forgot it. It's like when you walk into that room and you forget what you wanted to do.
Yeah, but with worse consequences.
I'm sorry for interrupting. I just wanted to share.
No,
It's
no
fine.
worries.
Important
Interrupt
lore.
all the time. So you'll all notice that Gorgon has not come out of his room yet, and after like a little while, just when you start thinking that it's kind of weird, you hear Gorgon like slam open the door and come hobbling down with a bag of things over his shoulder, and with the helm on that I described earlier, and he says, "All right, everybody, get around the table." And then he goes ahead and basically like shucks the items onto the table, and he says, "All right, I got some stuff for you guys."
This is the weirdest Christmas ever.
What the hell is Christmas?
I don't know, I keep saying Jesus Christ, so maybe I believe in him.
It sounds like a swell guy.
This is the weirdest Santa Claus I've ever seen.
It's funny because he has elven boots on too.
This is like the original Finnish Santa Claus, you know?
Yeah. All right. Let me see here. Edelweiss. Over here. All right.
Honestly.
And he goes ahead and hands you these goggles, which kind of look similar to Gorgon's helmet. They have like they're kind of like a green tinted lens with like that kind of like resemble the like eye and brow of an owl with like kind of like a beak that would like crest over your nose. And he's like, "Here, these this way you don't have to make so much light when it's in the dark." And he hands you those, and he gives you goggles of night. And then he goes over to Melika and says, yeah, no, there's no lice in it. And he hands you his hat of disguise because he no longer needs it.
There's no lice in it!
I really thought you were gonna come over and be like,
Yeah, I don't have any.
yeah, I got nothing, and then just walk away.
I mean, I gave you the Blade of Woa.
Really, yeah.
And
I don't know if it's better or worse now that the two disguisable people are the two rogues.
I mean, I figured it'd probably suit her better anyway. I used it for comical reasons. But anyway, he then walks over to Zaniri and he says, "All right, don't give this one away, please. This was expensive."
What?
And
He
hands you a ring that is silver and has some very nice sapphire engravings that look like water. I know you like walking on the surfaces that aren't the floor, so
It's
there
been
you go.
very helpful.
Yeah.
What? I'm gonna look at the other
And
party
he hands-
members and be like, what in God's name?
And he hands you a ring of water walking.
That's gonna be we're gonna get to this lake and be like, dive! And so it's gonna be like, what?
Speaking of Jesus Christ.
Speaking of Jesus Christ.
And here we go. And since you plan on one day going to Skyrise, you're gonna need to know what you're talking about. And he hands you a wand of magic detection.
Oh.
Oh my gosh,
And-
this is just the last scene of The Wizard of Oz when he's handing out crappy prizes.
What do you mean crappy prizes?
Or the last scene of Gorgon. This is very end of life, kinda.
Oh, yeah!
My will.
Yikes.
Yeah. And well, throw it in. I have something in the works for you. It's not quite done yet. Talk to me in a week.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be great.
I lived that long.
You
One-
said
but yeah.
magic. You said
One.
magic detection.
Yeah.
I think it's
Okay.
Wand of Detect Magic. I don't know.
Ooh.
I think you would have had the item, but whatever. It's
Yeah,
called.
in D&D Beyond, it's Wand of Magic Detection.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll get rid of that from my inventory. Buy Hat of Disguise, I'll miss you. Alright. But yeah, I just figured it would help give us a bit of a boost if we all got something, and just wanted to appreciate you guys for helping me out with my mom and stuff. And just dealing with me. I know I'm not the easiest person to get along with sometimes. And I appreciate you guys definitely never talking behind my back ever about it.
Knowing is part of, growing.
Thank you, Gorgon.
Yeah, it's,
He pats Misfortune on the back and says, "No problem."
Are you okay?
Yeah, why?
Okay, just checking.
Is the owl doing something to you?
No.
He had to check his notes.
Just for my knowledge, the items that require attunement are people going to attune to these immediately. And they spend the hour to do so. So I think the Hat of Disguise, I think the Ring of Water Walking.
The Hat of Disguise requires attunement. I don't think anything else did.
Okay.
My wand doesn't say it does.
Neither do the goggles.
A ring does not.
Okay. I thought the ring would have, but that's fine.
I know, me too.
We'll just homebrew that and right in there for you.
No. That's not how this works. You're not the DM.
Please, my slots.
Yeah, thank you, Gordon.
Yeah, of course.
Now,
This is very
now
generous.
I've got a magic 8 ball and a wand. Hell yeah.
Around this time, you see Zinni walk out with this like big sack of stuff behind her. I'm ready to go.
Oh, baby.
A triple.
Can you carry Zettel?
Yeah, I got it here, didn't I?
Yeah, but like easily, like walk around the room with it on.
Okay. And she's slowly moving with this big sack of stuff.
Why is there a small baby trying to come with us?
I don't know. She's probably my size at age 7.
He can see it's a Goliath.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is Edelweiss's stepsister, honorary sister. She wants to come with us. Edelweiss hasn't been able to tell her no yet.
oh. I got this.
Oh no!
I'm not gonna do anything bad.
You know,
He goes-
hold Missy back.
No, Gordon! Don't hurt the child!
I
Gorgon
want to see
is.
this play out.
Why do I feel like a fireball?
Gorgon's gonna go down to the kid on one knee, so eye level, I guess, right?
She's
I don't
trying
know
to
how
like
short-
focus on pulling this thing, and then she kind of like looks
Okay.
up.
Hi.
Are you Mr. Professor?
Well, yes. And he's like confidently like puts his hand on his chest like this, and he's like, Professor Gorgon Ergnot, archaeologist, historian, and chronicler at your service.
Are you mean?
No, why would you get that impression?
I don't know.
Hell yeah!
Bitch.
Anyway,
It's not a right.
We're all behind Gorgon, and we lean over to be like, don't.
So he's gonna go ahead and say, now look, you don't want to come with us. You're gonna miss out on all the fun and games you can play with your friends and family here, and not to mention all the sweet candy you can probably get into way at home. And he's gonna cast suggestion on her.
Okay. What is this? What do I have to do?
Wisdom save 13.
My child.
Yep.
Oh, did you change your prepared spells?
No, it's on the Helm of Telepathy. It's one of the things it can do.
Oh.
Oh, I should probably change my prepared spells. I'll do that between episodes.
Yeah, you can do that. Okay, here we go. So, wisdom save 13?
15. Yep.
Sorry, I'm reading suggestion.
Yeah, no worries.
Also, I equipped your Helm of Telepathy because it wasn't equipped for me. Because the spell was...
Oh, it wasn't? Oh, my bad. I thought it should have been. Oh, well.
It wasn't for me, but I don't know if it'll... If it wasn't, it might change on your end. So... She succeeded. And she kind of like looks at you, looks really confused. You know what? I don't want to go. And she'll turn around slowly.
Oh.
See, that easy. Just gotta explain the whole situation to him.
Don't believe you.
She'll
What?
She'll kind of like look at Eddie. I don't want to talk to him. He made my head hurt. And she'll keep walking.
Gorgon!
What?
God.
Did you want the talking baby or not?
Talking baby? You're a talking baby!
Gorgon, you are like 30 years away from being a baby to me.
He's also 2 days away from death, so...
He's got 1 foot through each door.
Well, I guess that solves that problem.
You know, here I am solving problems, giving people gifts, and I'm getting insulted for it.
Just don't hurt children to do
I
it.
didn't hurt a child. She probably just needed a drink of water or something. Because these days have too much candy.
Thank you, I guess, yeah. Now we don't have to take a child with us blinking.
Anyway, so we're going cave exploring today?
Yeah, your favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, Edelweiss was he was so confused when he said that I do it for a living.
Like archaeology.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you were talking to Edelweiss, so.
Yeah.
I'm still right
You know, he like mixes up his A's and E's a lot. It really makes me wonder what his actual name is.
Well, considering everyone calls him Eddie, Edelweiss is probably close enough.
But how do we know it's not a Goliath thing?
Oh. Missy's gonna think about that.
Misfortune will remember this.
Misfortune's head hurts.
Yeah, stop making children's head hurts.
Gorgon just cast suggestion without even making an effort to.
Yeah.
That is not a good feature of your personality.
So what is the party's plan? So we can pick that up next session.
Going mountains, or are we going lake first?
I think lake first. I feel like we were told caves in the north as well.
I think
Yeah,
there are caves
Edelweiss
to
said
the east,
north.
and there's caves to the north. Well, because there's mountains to the east and to the north. There's probably mountains to the south too, but like specifically,
Closest.
like the ones that the Fullhorn were more familiar with were to the east and to the north.
I agree that we start with the lake.
Okay.
Guess we do lake?
So I'd say like the lake is close enough where you could probably go there, spend a few hours, and go back to the Fullhorn. You probably couldn't also go to like mountain somewhere else.
We could do lake and then push our way out of the Fullhorn up towards mountains, just since I don't assume that we're going to be coming back for a little bit. Is that fair to say, everyone?
Yeah.
Well, I think we'll have to come back to the Fullhorn for a long rest at some point.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We could, if the lake is unsuccessful and we don't feel that we need the long rest, we can continue pushing up. But if
Certainly.
something happens, we'll come back for the rest.
Okay. Does anyone have
Before-
anything else? Oh, go ahead.
Just as we're leaving, can I just buy like a couple of days worth of rations in case?
Yeah. Do you want to get them from a store, or do you want to just have Narcy like pack like lunches essentially?
We'll just get them from a store. Make it easier on everyone involved. Less roleplay that way.
Yeah, can I also...
You don't want peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I was like, jelly and peanut butter. That's not how it goes. You don't want peanut butter and jelly Sammys from Mom?
There is always the possibility that Sissy decides that she's going to start putting some teas in the food that she makes, so I don't want us to suddenly have to roll on wild magic tables when we're eating.
Oh, I see.
I buy around 200 gold worth of materials.
What kind of materials? You have to specify.
That's a lot.
The magical kind,
Like components?
and also a cape. And a ring.
What?
We will talk about this because I don't know exactly what you want. Because 200 gold worth of stuff is vague, and I don't know if you can necessarily find all of it here.
Well, I mean, that gnome guy probably has a lot of stuff.
He might.
Or did I clean him out?
I'm saying he might have stuff. If you have like a definitive list of materials that you need.
Wait, did he make more stuff? Can I clean him out again? We'll talk about it after the session. Yeah, we'll talk about it after the session.
I was trying to look up rations.
Just give me a price for 10 days of rations.
Where's rations? I feel like rations shouldn't be this hard to find.
If I plug it into D&D Beyond, it says 5 gold. But I know that you like to randomize prices just a little bit, so...
Oh, is it 5 silver per ration?
I think so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. Eddie's good for the session.
Okay. Then I guess we can call it there. Thank you everyone for watching. We will see you again in like 2-ish weeks. Definitely join the Discord, follow me on Twitch and Twitter, and subscribe on YouTube to know when we go live. The recent episodes should go up soon. TM, keep an eye out for those on YouTube.
Tom's got a sweet title for this episode.
But yeah, Mayor makes cool art. Oh yeah, YouTube. Definitely comment, like, and subscribe, and ring the bell. Nope.
Ugh,
Damn it!
yeah, such a shame.
Ringing the bell has become the sound of all of us going.
Alright.
I'm upset.
It was my phone that said go to sleep. I think that's everything, right? Yes, maybe.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Follow BlazeFort on Twitter.
Thanks.
This is the end of
There it is.
Crobaton. We had a lot of fun, but now it's time to go get gone. This is the end of Crobaton with Tom. The end of Crobaton. Time to go have fun. End of Crobaton. Tom.